Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher of Realms. Guys, today is very exciting. It's going to be a kit reveal for Nezha and Erlang Shen. Two new heroes. One is a fighter, one is a defender. They have Chinese mythology going on. But anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so this is just mainly a kit reveal. I know you guys have seen some videos, you guys probably have seen some of this leak, but some of you probably haven't, so I gotta make sure that I get this basics out there. I will be revealing within the next couple hours after releasing this video, test runs using these units to see how they work, see how they function, see if everything's working properly for them as well, and kind of so you guys can see how they work in the fields. But for today, we're just gonna be going over their kit and showing you what they have. Alright, let's start with Nezha. I'm sure you've seen some of the videos around. If you haven't, feel free to go check out the official Watcher of Realms channel. You can also check out prospector.gg if you want to overlook these kits yourself, because I'm going to also be posting these as soon as possible right onto the website, so you can actually see their kits and see what's going on. But just keep in mind that this is still test server stuff, and the kits could change by the time they actually release. I made some tweaks here and there to fix the heroes. As you can see, we have the test server watermarks over the top of it. I'm sorry for that. That's just what it is because of leaks, so they can track who's leaking stuff. But anyways, let's get into it. She has single target physical attack, defense penetration, true damage, and strong CC. True damage is always really good, just ignores defense. Defense penetration, ignores defense. It sounds like she could be doing some decent damage here. Strong CC is always just good, really good crowd control. We'll see what she has. Check out the talent. Nezha uses 3 weapons: Fire Tip Spear, Universe Ring, and Yin Yang Blade. Fire Tip Spear deals 100% damage to one target and has a 20% chance to trigger 2 consecutive hits. Okay, so she can do every 20% chance to do 200% damage. During the ultimate, the chance to trigger a 2-hit combo increases to 50%. Pretty good. Universe Ring deals 80% damage to one target and bounces 2 times. So it's gonna bounce to other enemies. I guess you can take care of a couple of enemies at the same time. And Yin Yang Blade deals 200% single target damage to up to 5 enemy targets. So it's not AoE damage, it's single target damage, but it's up to 5 targets, so it's kind of like AoE, but I think it's still classified as single target damage. If there is only one target, deals an extra 200% damage. So if you're doing against a boss, Yin Yang Blade is going to do 400% damage when it's used. Each time he alternates weapons to attack, he gains 10% damage increase for 10 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Okay, so each time you switch weapons, you're going to keep gaining attack increase, a total of 30%. If you can keep that changing, I don't know how it changes. During the ultimate, basic attack has a 35% chance to use Yin Yang Blade. During the ultimate, the talent's damage increase effect is doubled. Okay, so that's going to be that 30% is going to go up to 60%. That is a good thing. It's a good thing, and all it's going to depend on how high his attack is and everything. Alright, so when there is only one enemy within the attack range, uses Fire-Tipped Spear. That's going to be one of the weapons. Otherwise, uses Universe Ring. All attacks can target airborne units. So if you're every time you're attacking multiple targets, he's going to swap into Universe Ring. If you're just going against the boss, it's going to stay in Fire-Tipped Spear. Probably switch from Yin Yang Blade and Fire-Tipped Spear back and forth. Red Lotus Revenge. You can see the preview up here, right above me. It looks like a bunch of burning damage, actually. Ooh, look at all those stuns. Everybody who's burned just got stunned. Let's read the kit here. Anyways, the cost is 800 when maxed out. Initial deployment range is 600 and lasts for 25 seconds. When activated, increases attack by 40%. This is amazing. And expands attack range to create Wind Fire Whirl. Wind Fire Whirl continuously inflicts burning damage on enemies in range. Every 6 seconds, uses Armillary Sash to inflict stun on up to 10 enemy targets in range for 2 seconds. Wow, so it's this hero is probably gonna be really good for gear raid 1. All that stun, all that damage. It looks like a ton of damage up there. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, when the ultimate ends, deals up to 300% AoE damage to up to 10 enemy targets in range based on the number of weapon switches performed during the ultimate. Okay, so it's doing more AoE damage. So this is actually going to be AoE damage during the ultimate. When the ultimate ends, deals up to 300% AoE damage, which is probably going to go up anymore. Nope. But the attack increase goes up to 60%. When the ultimate ends, deals up to 300% AoE damage to 10 enemy targets in range based on the number of weapon switches performed during the ultimate. Okay. Seems pretty strong. Let's go on to the first passive, Unlimited Arsenal. When switching between different weapons to attack, increases the damage multiplier of that basic attack by 50% and triggers armed enhancement. This hero has multiple arms. I don't know if you guys noticed that. You can see it in the background right now. Oh, it just kind of went away. Yeah, but arms kind of pop out. I'm not really sure. Arms enhancement is going to be Fire Tip Spear ignores 50% of the enemy's defense. Okay, very good. Universe Ring bounces 1 extra time and can hit the same target multiple times, so it can bounce into the same target. Yin Yang Blade executes common monsters with HP below 30%. This hero executes at 30%. Oh my gosh. So, and it's also Esotericist. I mean, and Watcher as well, but ESO faction might start really cranking away on Gear Raid 1 now with this unit. Crazy. So this is going to be Yin Yang Blade, does execution. That is the one that does 200% damage. Universe Ring is the one that deals 80% damage to one target, bounces 2 times. Fire Tip Spear is the one that has a chance to ignore defense, right? During the ultimate, the chance to trigger a 2-hit combo increases to 50%, never mind that. To one target and has a 20% chance to trigger 2 consecutive hits. So it's just the one that does a lot of damage here. And Arms Enhancement, Fire Tip Spear ignores 50% of targets the enemy's defense. So that'd be that double hit. And then Universe Ring bounces 1 extra time. But Yin Yang Blade executes common monsters. And that Yin Yang Blade actually looks pretty strong if you can get that going. Alright, when the hero kills an enemy, reduces attack interval by 3% for 7 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Okay, so extra 35%. Am I reading that right? Well, it's gonna go up even higher there. During the ultimate, each kill extends the ultimate's duration by 2 seconds up to 10 seconds. The extra 10 seconds in your ultimate as well. Now, this hero does have a bond skill with Great Deity Rebirth. That's going to be the Erlang Shen. That's going to be the other unit that's going to be coming out. Obtain Erlang Shen, the Mind's Eye, to unlock the following bonus effect. During the ultimate, becomes immune to all debuffs, and basic attack restores 5% max HP. So if you have them both, Nezha is going to be able to restore HP. That's a lot. 5% max HP from your basic attack, and she can have, if she's in Fire Tip Spear, she can trigger that multiple times and be pretty good at staying alive. Things like Semra gonna be able to ignore the poisons, so this is all really good. This unit looks pretty crazy to me. Quickly before we go on the Awakenings, I want to go over the stats quick. This is the range. It's 2 tile range ahead, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and it has like the square effect going on. HP is right around 16.7. It's not super high, but it's decent. And same thing with the attack. It's at 5k. Some of these units now in the game have like 6 to 7k attack easy. But there is attack boosting abilities on this hero, and I think it should be pretty good. Defense is really strong at 3k. Magic res at 819 is pretty average. Cost is 18. Redeployment time 60. Attack interval 2.6. And Rage Regen Auto is 14, 8, and 6. Pretty decent. Alright, so Awaken level 1. The Enhanced Universe Ring inflicts slow on enemies. So now you can get slow as well. We have those stuns, we have the slows, we have, you can see what's kind of going on. Executes. This is definitely just screams Gear Raid 1 and probably some special event stages as well. Awaken level 2 is attack plus 300. I always like that base attack boost. Awaken level 3 is during the ultimate, every 4 attacks by the hero deals an extra 200% true damage to up to 8 enemies within ultimate range. and inflicts a mark that lasts for 10 seconds on them. While the mark is active, direct damage dealt by the hero inflicts an extra 10% true damage. Each enemy can only be marked one time per battle. Interesting. That's a really strong awakening. Awakening level 3 is going to be a target here. Awakening level 4 is penetration plus 8%. Awakening level 5 is upon death, triggers Lotus Rebirth. Lotus Rebirth revives after 8 seconds. During this period, enemies that enter within 2 tiles of the Lotus for the first time are knocked back and inflicted with burning for 5 seconds and slowed by 75%. This effect can trigger up to 1 time per battle. This is like screaming that it's going to be really strong for GVG as well. I think this unit's going to be a really useful hero. Maybe not the strongest hitter, we'll find that out in the testing, but it does seem like it's going to be super strong. That's all I can really say about it. It is a Watcher ESO faction hero, so it could fit in there with your Kagiris, your Sumo Kongs, any of your Watcher teams like Ingrid, gonna work well. But Esotericist is gonna scream to me going in with Nastia and Cyrus and just increasing the damage of the hero. I think it's gonna be a really strong combination. The Rage Gen is gonna be fast. Yeah, this is gonna be really interesting. I'm really excited to see what this hero can do. But stay tuned for that. A couple hours from now, you should see these videos start coming up for these tests on these heroes. All right, let's move on to Erlang Shen. We spent a lot of time on Nezha. I was really excited about that hero. I think it's going to be an excellent addition. All right, Erlang Shen is going to be an Arbiter and Piercer Defender. Both of which I don't think Arbiters have a Defender. Well, they have... Oh, they do have Constants. So this is an excellent addition for the Arbiters and the Piercers. Now the Piercers do have some units that can kind of defend a little bit. It's going to be, what's his name? Everybody's Apsan. I almost said Aspan. Sorry, I'm a swear word, guys, but Apsan. I always say. I got my special nicknames for this guy. But anyways, there is no really good defender here for the Piercer faction, and this is going to be an excellent addition, especially for, I mean, you could always defend with Araka if you wanted, but especially for faction trials, any kind of GVG, if you want to run just pure Piercers, you got yourself a defender here, and we'll see how he does, or how his kit looks anyways, because I haven't even seen it. This is the first time looking at it. It looks like he has AoE physical attack, ally buff, and durability. It's always a good sign to see all 3 of those on there. AoE physical attack doesn't really matter. Talent increases damage reduction by 15% every 4 basic attacks. If there are at least 2 enemies within the ultimate range, summons Howling Celestial Dog, that's his pup there, to attack 1 enemy within the ultimate range, dealing 90% damage and continuing to attack other enemies nearby the target, hitting up to 3 enemy targets consecutively. Howling Celestial Dog inflicts defense reduction when attacking. Wow, 30% defense reduction for 7 seconds. I wonder how consistent that could be. Again, we're gonna be testing that and seeing how consistent that could be. I can't wait to find out if it's super consistent. This is really strong. He doesn't need to do a lot of damage, just having that defense reduction. As long as he can get his dog out consistently enough within 7 seconds, he should be able to keep a really strong defense reduction. So as of right now, from the talent, he looks like he could be a strong candidate for a defender in Abyss. So, or any other boss for that matter. All right, and he's also going to be hitting multiple targets with it as well. So, I mean, it can be used anywhere. All right, physical attack, or the basic attack is a physical attack. Deals 100% AoE damage up to 5 enemy targets 1 time, can target airborne units, goes up to 120%. The first passive here is Hound Assault. Each time the Howling Celestial Dog attacks, increases its owner's damage by 4% for 3 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. He's a defender. We'll see how his damage goes. It's kind of hard to tell. It's weird when they build defenders that can do damage and then kind of decide how you're going to build them, but any bit of damage counts. During Third Eye State, talent attacks are triggered, summoning an enhanced Howling Celestial Dog. attack one enemy within the ultimate range, dealing 120% damage and continuing to attack other enemies nearby the target. Attacks up to 6 enemy targets consecutively. Prioritizing targets inflicted with Heaven's Gaze. Heaven's Gaze is a new debuff. The bear is continuously inflicted with 10% vulnerability and vulnerability to both physical and magic vulnerability. Invisibility is nullified during this effect. Cannot be dispelled. Who's invisible? Gotta be something coming up, right? Why would they put that in there? Invisibility is nullified during this effect, cannot be dispelled. Attacks up to 6 enemy targets consecutively, prioritizing targets inflicted with Heaven's Gaze. Where's the Heaven's Gaze coming from? Increases damage dealt to airborne targets by 25%. When talent attacks are triggered, additionally restores 9% of the hero's HP. I gotta see where that Heaven's Gaze is. It must be in the... Inflicts Heaven's Gaze on up to 3 enemy targets in range. During this effect, increases max HP and attack by 15%. Each basic attack alternatively deals 20% extra damage or inflicts 1 stack of radiant erosion. Fits in there well with the Arbiter faction as well. Kind of makes sense. Increases basic attack range. I mean, his ultimate, when he's using it out there, looks pretty cool. It does like this like spinning around spear thing. Looks pretty solid to me from just like a first view. And the range is ridiculous. That's all I can say. So he does that big wipe around the screen, and then he inflicts Heaven's Gaze on up to 3 enemy targets, and then he starts attacking, I think, with normal attack. Alright, so what is his bond skill with Nezha? Increases the maximum number of targets that can be inflicted with the Heaven's Gaze from the third eye by 2. And enemies inflicted with Heaven's Gaze deal 20% less damage to this hero. Scream's really strong for Abyss, actually. So he's gonna put Heaven's Gaze on the boss. He's gonna have 20% less damage from that already. I wish his damage was based off of HP or something, because it's gonna be based off of attack, and I don't know, it makes it difficult to kind of build, but definitely doable. But I think he's gonna be pretty good at surviving. We'll find out though. Hero details. Alright, so there's his normal range. He does AoE, physical attack, ally buff, durability. HP is 22.8. This is pretty decent. Attack is 48.72. Kind of low for a defender that's going to be doing damage, but again, we'll find out. We'll see how this all kind of plays out. But with the Radiant Erosion, does a bunch of true damage, and yeah, so we'll see how this works out. But defense is 3k, magic res is 900, cost is 19, block is 3. 2.6 second attack interval, 14, 9, and 7 rage regen. Let's check out the awakenings. Alright, awakened level 1. During third eye, ultimate, when an enemy is eliminated within the ultimate range, restores 20% or 20 rage. Can restore up to 300 rage per third eye activation. So you get a max of 300 rage back, depending on how many enemies you take out. Awakened level 2 as attack plus 300. Awakened level 3, the hero deals an extra 25% damage to targets inflicted with Radiant Erosion. Okay, when the enhanced Howling Celestial Dog attacks, additionally inflicts slow. So now he's putting out slows as well. Between him and Nezha, it's going to be kind of wild seeing just how much slows they can put out in Gear Raid 1 or some kind of AoE content. I think it's going to be pretty useful. Alright, Awakened level 4 is HP plus 1200. Awakened level 5 is when taking fatal damage for the first time, gains Unyielding. Kind of a good combo there. Will not die from taking damage, so it's got like Torador built in. Receiving heal and increases received healing by 50% during this effect. Can be triggered up to 1 time per deployment. So the A5 is going to make this dude perfect. Absolutely perfect for Abyss. The decreased defense. I think there was some vulnerabilities in there too, wasn't there? One of these things is the Heaven's Gaze. Yes, 10% magic and physical vulnerability. The invisible thing, I don't know what that's about, but the bear is continuously inflicted with this constantly. So as long as the Hound stays out. So if the Hound's out, the decreased defense is up at 30%. We have a 10% vulnerable to physical and magic damage. He's able to, on the A5, have unyielding as well, so it's going to really make it easier for you to cross that into that phase 6, phase 5, phase 6 in Abyss 1. He shouldn't have a hard time staying alive if you build him right. It really depends on what you can manage for a build and who's all on the team as well. He is Arbiter, so it'd be more of along the lines of like Kratos Lord is what you'd be using in Abyss. Yeah, I can't really see. You could use, I suppose you could use like a Raka, couldn't you? You could probably use a Raka in Abyss, but I think that'd be kind of weird. Maybe like an Araka paired with, oh man, I just don't know. It'd be kind of weird to use Araka. But I think it'd be a good pair with Kratos. Yeah, guys, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget that if you want to go and check out these heroes yourself, you can check out their kits. I should have them up by the time I release this video, and they'll be in the hero guide section, and you should be able to search their names. But I usually leave them here at the top starting off for a few days, but they'll have a test server warning on them. But you'll be able to go and open up the kit, and you should be able to read everything about them, the skills, everything in there, the ranges, all should be there, tags, attributes, awakenings, ratings, etc, etc. That way you can see the hero yourself. And Sebastian Canes is usually really good about these new heroes, trying to get their BP out there as soon as possible as well. Also, don't forget to check out Discord. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down at the bottom of this video. Let me know what you think about these heroes. Are you excited for either one of them? Which one is more exciting to you? Anyways, I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.